Welcome to The Explainer. Today, believe it or not, we're going to dive into a simple children's story about a jackal and a hedgehog to uncover what is truly a masterclass in strategy. So let's just kick things off with a big question. What's the best way to win a fight? Now, before your mind jumps to brute force or clever tactics, the answer we're going to explore today is, well, it's a little different, and it comes from a pretty unlikely source. Okay, let's dive right in. Our story starts on what seems like any other day, with a nice, quiet walk in the woods. And here he is, our first character, a happy little hedgehog, just minding his own business, enjoying a peaceful stroll. He has absolutely no idea that trouble is just around the corner. But you know how these stories go, that peace? Yeah, it's about to be completely shattered, which brings us to a very unwelcome encounter. Right on cue, our second character enters the picture. Hiding out in the bushes, we've got a hungry jackal. He's the unexpected problem, the threat that just pops up out of nowhere. And the jackal does not waste a second. It sees what it wants, and it just pounces. Its whole strategy is pure speed and aggression, just an impulsive, all-out attack hoping for a quick win. But check out the hedgehog's response. This is brilliant. He doesn't try to run. He doesn't try to fight back. Nope, he does the one single thing he knows how to do perfectly. He curls up into a tight, spiky ball. It's a completely defensive, totally instinctual reaction. You can almost feel the jackal's frustration here, can't you? It keeps trying again and again with the exact same aggressive move, and it gets absolutely nowhere. Its attack is met with this simple, unbreakable defense. And what's the end result for the jackal? It's simple. Pain. All that energy, all that aggression, it's completely wasted. It just leads to failure. So let's get to the outcome, the resolution of this whole thing. And yeah, we're calling this section the power of spikes for a very good reason. The jackal, finally realizing that its strategy is totally useless here, just gives up. It walks away, defeated. And not by a bigger force, but by a smarter, simpler strategy. And what about our hedgehog? Well, he just uncurls and goes right back to his walk. He won the whole fight by using almost zero energy, and he got to keep his peace. Pretty smart, huh? So, when you boil this whole fable down, what's the big lesson here? It's this. Stay calm and use your strengths. It's simple, it's direct, and honestly, it's an incredibly powerful piece of advice. Okay, so that's a cute story, but so what? How do we actually use this? Let's take this little fable and turn it into a timeless strategy that you can use in the real world. So let's break down these two very different approaches. On one side, you've got the jackal's method. It's all aggression, impulse, and, frankly, overconfidence. Then you have the hedgehog's method. Calm, defense, and self-awareness. We're talking about two completely different ways of looking at a problem. And all this leads us to something we can call the hedgehog principle. And what is that? It's a strategy for dealing with complicated threats by falling back on one simple core strength. So instead of being a jackal trying a bunch of different tricks, you become a hedgehog who knows one big thing and knows it exceptionally well. And we can make this even more practical. I mean, it really just boils down to these three steps. First, you calmly assess the threat. You figure out what you're really up against. Second, you identify your core strength. You figure out what your personal spiky ball is. And third, you deploy your defense. You calmly and confidently put that strength to use. Now, I really want you to focus on this next point because it is so important. Calmness is not doing nothing. It's not weakness. In this strategy, being calm is a deliberate, powerful choice. It's the thing that lets you think clearly and use your strengths when you're feeling the pressure. So why does any of this matter to you? Well, this isn't just about animals in the forest. Think about it. This applies to handling harsh criticism from your boss, getting through a really stressful negotiation, managing when you feel emotionally overwhelmed, or even just dealing with random negativity online. The hedgehog principle, it works for all of it. And that's where we're going to wrap this up, leaving you with one final question to really think about. The hedgehog knew its strength was its spikes. So, as you go about your day, just ask yourself this. In your life, what are your spikes?